Hey, peep this scenario real quick for me, man. Alright, picture me. I got me a 3,000 pound car, man. It broke down on me, man. That's my problem, right? I gotta deal with it. I gotta figure out how to deal with it. How do I, and my objective is getting it up this hill. This is a very steep hill, right? I'm pushing, I'm trying. This car is almost on top of me, man. I'm dealing with this solo, man. I'm dealing with this alone, man. Along come this guy, right side of me. I'm struggling. The car is damn near toppling over me, man. It's a guy that I have a problem with, beef with, man. He can stay where he at. He can keep walking. See me getting trampled by this car. Or he can jump in, pitch in, help me get it up the hill. That's what he decided to do. We put our differences aside. He jumped on board. 2 hands turning to 4. 1 mind turning to 2. We getting up the hill a little bit better. A little bit better. The car is getting up off me. I'm getting my strength back. I'm pushing it up the hill. It's not as fast as we want it to be, but it's moving. It's progress, man. Okay, left side. Another guy coming up the hill. He had a problem with the new guy that just helped him, but they put their differences aside. He jumped on board. 4 hands turning to 6 now. 2 minds turning to 3. We're making more progress, man. We're moving a little bit faster. It's a really, really steep hill, man. We got a long way to go, but we're making progress. Along the way, man, we got people jumping on board left and right. They see we got a problem that we need to get fixed. They're like, hey, why not make this easier? Let's help them. 6 hands turning 8, 8 hands turning to 10. We got more and more people coming in. There's so many hands on the car, man. It's getting easier and easier. It's like somebody got their foot on the gas. We flying up that hill. We got more people jumping in, but they now jumping in to put in the car. They got a different purpose. They moving other cars out the way. They moving kids out the way. They make it clearing our path so we can get up to that hill safely and successfully. And that's what we did, man. Next thing you know, we got 500,000 people pitching in to get this objective done the right way, man. That's 1 million hands right there, man. Imagine that, man. Imagine that in a bigger perspective, in a bigger picture, man. In the world view, a vision of us changing the world. We can do that. It is not impossible, man. It takes us putting our differences aside, our skin colors, our thoughts, our religions, our beliefs, and following truth, man. What is our objective? What is the problem here? Can we solve it? Let's find a cure for cancer. Let's get the answer to all these different things that we're trying to solve, but trying to solve them by ourselves. I'm sitting here, it's freaking 6 billion plus people in the world, and I'm sitting here trying to push a 3,000 pound car up the hill by myself. Why? Because we're so different. We're so divided. We don't understand the purpose. We don't have vision. We don't live for the cause. We don't think before we do. We just do. We're living to die right now, man. We don't have. Man, it's so powerful, man. I'm just saying, man. That's why it's hard for me to sleep at night. I'm up thinking about this and the possibility of it coming true. But nobody's brave enough to step in that zone. It's too much for them, man. They carry that car on their back. That responsibility on them, man. But you only live once. I'd rather risk everything I got in this one lifetime and see my results at the end of my life looking back like, man, I really accomplished it. I pulled it off. Instead of looking back like I never tried. It's done now. I'm 96, or maybe I'm still 27. I just happen to get a disease or something, to get stricken with something, and I only got a couple days left, and I'm looking back at everything I set out to do, which is not much. I wasted a lot of time, and I gave up here and there, man. I didn't put enough effort. I didn't settle this beef with this guy, this girl, man. I didn't tell this person I love him, and it started to sink in, man. Everything that we could have did, but it's too late. Okay, it's not too late. For those who are watching this, it's not too late. We can make big things happen. That's why I say no limits, no excuses. There ain't nothing we cannot do. When I was pushing the car by myself, the thoughts in my head, I'm finna die. This car is finna run me over. But as soon as people start helping, the weight got off of me. I started getting a rhythm. I started moving up that hill. What was once impossible became possible. The I am separated itself from the possible and went from impossible to impossible. Do you understand that? It's all about educating yourself, becoming smarter. Your smarts linked up with my smarts, we gonna be superhuman, man. I'm telling you. Believe in yourself enough to be the person now that others will remember you for later down the line. Do things now that your future self would thank you for. Man, I'm telling you, I got this, man. I hate that if I had to set out and put myself in a position to make things happen by myself when there's billions of people surrounding me every single day. On my Facebook page, I got almost 5,000 friends. If I gotta keep doing things by myself, there's somebody that needs to hear this message. Share this video. It takes 2 seconds to push the share button, to put a comment on the share, to tell other people to share. So this thing can spread around the world and people can start pitching in. I got a group on Facebook called No Limits, No Excuses, Making Dreams Happen. Join that group. Start sharing your stories, your dreams, your goals, your visions, man. I want to connect with you. I want to know who you are, what you're going through, what are you good at, what are you weak at, what do you want to work on, what do you want to improve on, how can we fix that? And everybody that's in that group, I got almost 400 people in the group right now. We jump in, tackle that thing together just like we got that car up the hill. We can get your car up the hill as well. No limits, no excuses. Bet ourselves successfully, learn, achieve, never discourage. That's Boss Land, baby. Let's get it.